Well, thank you, first of all, to everyone who's been supporting us at Seams for Dreams, who's been donating their own clothes to make a change, to give back to people who are in need of appropriate clothing all across India. We've been able to, I think when we started, it was about 100 or 200 pieces that we gave out every month, and now it's 500, and we're trying to reach like thousands of people every year. In fact, our goal is to reach 100,000 per year, and we're coming closer because of your help, and we're coming closer because of people like JHELUM, who are hosting fundraising events like this one today at the JHELUM Fashion House here in Santa Cruz. So I think what really made me want to collaborate with JHELUM is I have seen her doing a lot of charitable things around Bombay for many years. And I think she has a beautiful heart to give back to the people around her. And she's a really good friend of mine now. And it's wonderful to collaborate with her every year for this annual fashion fundraiser, how we call it here at JHELUM. And she's one of the members of our advisory board now as well. So we have great plans for Seams for Dreams, and I'm super happy to have her on board.
We have heard it's viral that you are doing movies with social messages. Has Seams for Dreams inspired you to take this step?
I think I've always been more interested in meaty scripts, you know, something with a social message, something with a message at all. I think my favorite genre has always been comedy. So I love to do comedy movies. I love to have people walk out of the cinema with a good feeling, smiling and feeling happy. I feel that's also kind of like giving them a message already. But then I feel like most of my films already had like a really nice social message, whether it's about love or it's about, you know, the way you treat people around you, like especially Ishq Dariyan. I think my film had a good social message with, like, you know, how far would you go for love, and like how far do we go for love to, you know, really give back to people who need it, and what do we really do for the person that we love, you know, how far are we willing to go. So that is, yeah, it's always been on my heart. So even my upcoming film, Jack and Dill, has a really nice message. It's about relationships. It's about how relationships can, you know, drift apart, and how we can still strengthen them to come back together. Yeah, I think it's always been on my heart. So it's just a decision that I've made, I think, since the start of my career, in fact, to choose scripts wisely. Of course, I love to play, you know, the sexy girl as well. Which girl wouldn't play the glamorous girl? I think there are certain limits which I've put for myself since the start, and I just like to keep them. Yeah.
Generally, girls coming in the industry from overseas are considered as the glamour quotient of any movie. How are you planning to break this stereotype?
I think there's nothing wrong with being, you know, the glamour quotient, and I think there's nothing wrong with being the beautiful girl in the movie, and being the kind of like stereotype sexy girl. I think that's all great, and if that's your kind of career, then you should definitely go for that, like if that's what you want to do. I think for me, I love doing that. It's just certain kind of films that I'm not interested in. Like, I know it's been like, you know, a big talk and all, but I think every actor has their certain set of films that they want to do, and so with me, the same. Just because I don't like to do erotic thrillers, or I don't like to do, you know, like sexual comedies and these kind of genres, that, I mean, every actor has their kind of set of preferences, and so do I.
So what is your whole ideology in choosing such a different path?
I would like to leave a certain legacy for my future children and, you know, the next generations, that they will be inspired by the films I do, to become better versions of themselves, and just, yeah, to be inspired. And I would like to be proud of the films that I do, so I choose, you know, a good script over, you know, big money and fame. Like, I think, yeah, so the film that's coming out, Jack and Dill, it's one of those films which I really wanted to do. I've signed a new film as well, and like, they're good scripts out there, so if you wait, I think they'll come your way. And I'm super interested in comedy, in drama, in films with a strong social message as well, even a light social message. It doesn't have to be so heavy all the time, but for sure something that will make you feel good.
What are the reactions of your friends, family, fans about choosing films that give out a social message?
So I think my mom is really happy about that, but she's been, I think she's been an integral part of my career since the beginning. She's formed me since my beginning. You know, my thinking is a lot influenced by my mom's way of life and her moral standards. So I think, yeah, my mom is really happy that I choose my roles wisely. And my friends are really happy about that too, because they love to see me in, I think they love to see me mostly in comic roles because they think I'm funny. But yeah, they love that my films also have like a nice message to them.
So are we not going to see Evelyn Sharma in, you know, doing most of the glamorous roles at all?
I look amazing in a bikini, so I don't know why shouldn't I do that.
What is the next project you're working for?
So right now we've just finished my film Jack and Dill, and it's going to come out in, I think, in May. Just checking on the release date. So yeah, that's coming out, and I've signed a new film which I'll be announcing I think next week, and so that's really exciting. Looking for more good scripts, and like I said, I'm mostly interested in comedy movies. I think my fans also love my role in Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, in Main Tera Hero, in Ishqadariyan, in Yariyan. All these films were, I think, where my fans love to see me, so I would love to give them more comic roles. And anything that has a nice, interesting script. You know, even sometimes like a nice offbeat film, but with a great message would be really interesting to me.
When can we expect the next event of Seams for Dreams?
Seams for Dreams? Seams for Dreams has events constantly. Today at the JHELUM Fashion House, we have our annual fashion fundraiser hosted by JHELUM. And we have our annual garage sale, which is usually around the Christmas time. And I'm planning to have a big fashion show, actually. That's like one of my visions and my dreams, to have like a big fashion show to support sustainable fashion, the upcycling movement, and to show people how you can use existing fabrics, existing clothes to create new stuff. You don't have to produce new stuff all the time. Actually, we have everything we need already. So resell, recycle, upcycle. That's the kind of fashion show, the kind of event I would like to host in future.
Are you planning to collaborate with any other designers in the industry for Seams for Dreams?
So we collaborate with a lot of designers. Our main collaboration is for our merchandise T-shirt, which is our T-shirt designed by one of the designers to help us fundraising. We had Rockies, we had Gavin Miguel, Panarvi, and Kanika Goyal to design our previous T-shirts, and we're looking at the next one, which usually comes out with the Christmas garage sale. And yeah, so besides that, we have I think everyone, almost, but literally, is giving to us. From the big fashion designers, like Rockies last time donated about 500, I think, sample pieces to the garage sale. We have a lot of film production houses, we have a lot of stylists, fashion stylists, of course celebrity friends of mine, celebrities who get to hear about Seams for Dreams. Everyone has so much stuff in their closets, so just send them to Seams for Dreams. We will make sure they reach someone in need, or we will use them for our garage sales where you can shop the best of vintage clothes from your favorite celebrity or movie at super good prices, like 1,000 rupees for I think I bought a Hermes dress, and we had Dolce & Gabbana, we had Roberto Cavalli dresses, like red carpet stuff. at our garage sale where you can get it for like super cheap prices, and all of it is for charity, so you don't have to feel any guilt shopping with Seams for Dreams.
Thank you so much, Evelyn.
Thank you.
Thank you.